Well, I'll go question the neighbours to see if anyone might have seen a 17th century boat descend from the roof.
Watson, accompany Inspector Lestrade. Check out the roof and help out with the interrogations.
You can count on me.
It's a combination lock, a French brand. It looks extremely solid. Impossible to open it without knowing the combination.
Somebody could fit in that box. It didn't have a lock on it yesterday.
Footprints, look.
I knew it.
These footprints are size 9. These footprints are size 9. These are shoes with supple, non-skid leather soles of French manufacture with a distinctive design. These are, without doubt, the shoes of the French painter Horace Velmont.
I knew it.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, such a tragedy. Have you seen what these crooks have done to my museum? Paintings of incalculable value thrown in a heap like hay in a haystack. And the Fighting Temeraire.
Now, calm down, Director. Do you know if they took anything other than this painting?
The director and I are in the middle of doing an inventory of all the paintings that were moved. We are not certain yet.
Goodbye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good. We'll be here if you have any further questions. Come, Palinor, back to the inventory.
Can I borrow this lamp?
Unfortunately not.
I'm stuck. There we go. Kitty.
Velmont has unusual taste for a painter.
Horsey.
Velmont has unusual taste for a painter. Hideous, this painting. A round red frame with some green in the middle. The inspiration behind this canvas is rather queer.
Me and my frog wife.
A perfect example of neo-cretinism, a Velmont from his convalescent period. A large red square was painted on the floor, most likely by Lupin, but to what end? The person who left these footprints stepped into the paint with his whole foot.
Idiot.
Size 10. Size 10. These footprints are those of common work boots. It's through there that one of our robbers arrived, and it's also through there that they must have escaped with the help of a ladder. Ideal to catch by jumping from this skylight. It's too dark in here. I don't see anything.
Need that lamp, boy.
paint tracks come from the interior of the museum and stop there. It's curious, but I'd wager that the man who left these footprints rested here a moment while facing the wall and looking at something. Yet these paintings aren't exceptional in the least.
That's what they're going to steal next. Right?
Footprints, look! Size 10. This footprint is quite clear, like a footstep pressed. This footprint is quite clear.
And then they disappear.
It was through the skylights that one of the two robbers came in.
That's it. Okay. What? Oh, yeah? Why is there something there? All your fans?
All my fans!
Are you filming?
I'm filming, but I'm not streaming.
Oh.
So it's not moving.
Bye, folks!
What's for dinner?
Footprints, look!
Didn't I already do this?
This footprint is quite clear, like a footstep pressed. This footprint is rather light. The man who left these footprints
That's it.
made a return trip. He was carrying something heavy when he climbed the stairs. Paintings, certainly.
I thought that was clear. I didn't know I had to clear that. Get in there.
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Broth.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good.
Footprints, look! The foot brushed the paint. Someone wanted to warn the person who made the footprints of the presence of liquid on the ground, but too late. The man then went beneath the louver of the window to get out, probably with the help of a ladder. He was wearing shoes from France with supple leather non-skid soles, which have a distinctive design. The foot brushed the... These footprints are size 9. The footprints left by Horace Velmont's shoes and those made by one of the two crooks are absolutely identical. Lupin is a master of disguise. We met him in person yesterday as Velmont. Ideal to catch by jumping from this skylight.
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Now, calm down, Director.
The director...
The only one who will be happy is Velmont. His paintings now have the best spots.
I'd wager he's doubly happy, but he'd never come to show his gratitude in person.
Ah, and when will you be done with your investigation, so that we can put the paintings back in their original places?
A deadline will soon be set, I think. However, thank you, gentlemen.
Good.
There is something here. A trace of black rubber. A trace of black rubber. There is something strange on the ceiling. I'll have to climb up to examine it, but Lestrade's men are using the ladder. I'll continue to inspect the museum while I await them.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade wanted you to know that we no longer need the ladder. If you want it, it's near the director's office.
Convenient.
There is something here.
How do I put the ladder down?
There is something here. Elementary.
Okay. So, I know
This poem
once...
by Lupin surely makes reference to
once
4
that
paintings
little
presently
horse
hanging in
near
the
the wings,
museum.
the big log.
Shall we begin our search?
Yes, and such. Yes. Yep. Okay. Venus one. That year, remember. The horse. Year again. Skating. Length of his life. And that's Tobias. First minus second times third minus fourth.
This painting depicts the gods Venus and Mars by Botticelli. This painting was exhibited for the first time in 1874 in the National Gallery.
Okay.
Look, a white horse standing by a
1652.
sleeping man by Peter Verbeek. Possibly
I don't think they had bed mess back in the day, so I'm not gonna bed mess it.
a work by Jan Steen, painter of the Dutch school, a moralist. A winter scene with skaters near a castle by Averkamp, 1585 to 1634, one of the greatest painters from the Dutch school of the 17th century. He specialized in winter scenes. The painting originates... It seems that I have found the 4 numbers from Lupin's poem. A winter scene with skaters. It seems that I have found the...
Actually didn't write them down, so I'm not going to Tobias.
Tobias and the Archangel Raphael
1894.
by Adam Elsheimer, German painter. The Archangel should ask what kind of bait he used. This canvas was acquired in 1894 by the National Gallery. It was based on the composition he had previously done. It seems that I have found the 4 numbers from Lupin's...
Yeah. 8984. Sorry.
Open. It's the painting by my great uncle. Look, there's a paper attached.
You should have at your feet the parts of my disguise from yesterday. No doubt you would have liked to remove them from me while I was still wearing them. Possible. Find me in the museum disguised like this and remove my post shoes. Let's see.
A wig and a cushion. For the stomach, no doubt. There is also Velmont's cap and clothing. A half-empty bottle of champagne. This is what must have happened. Lupin entered the museum disguised as Velmont. After our meeting, he pretended to leave, but in fact came to hide in the case that Palinor had emptied whilst doing his inventory. A hook permitted him to close the case from the inside, and he calmly waited until the time was right. Once alone, he got out and helped his accomplice enter through the skylight without fearing the police.
Now we don't.
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Good.
Self-portrait by Horace Velmont. This painting has an oil base, but is covered in a fine coat of water paint. I should ask the director how to remove it.
What do you want, Mr. Holmes?
Sorry to disturb you, gentlemen. Can you explain how to remove a fine layer of water paint that is covering an oil painting? Rest assured, it does not concern a piece from the museum's collection.
It's simple. You'll need some water to soften the paint, a paintbrush with rigid bristles to scrape off the film, and an absorbent sponge to take it all off.
Thank you.
Take me here.
Water. You and I, Lupin. I need something. I need something. I need something. I need something.
What?
There is a bright red C written on this calling card in addition to a poem. This letter must be the beginning of a word or phrase. Now to find the others.
Too bad. I don't wanna. I quit. I'm so done. Oh, that was brutal. All I had to do was click